What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the WPF. This is Season 5, Week 1, and we are taking on QWERTY Turdy. We do have a very interesting team. I brought a little bit of heat and a little bit of standard. We have as long as he didn't bring Bisharp, this Duosion wins a 6-0, easy peasy for us, as he has no way of stopping our Duosion. We also, I really needed Mega Manectric to come for Lando T, as I was a Gravity, Earthquake, Knockoff, Swords Dance, Adrenaline Orb set, and if I got up to +1, I outsped everything that wasn't a Scarfed Latios, I believe. And if you can see, he did not bring Mega Manectric, which super sucks. It sucks tremendously. I have a very interesting Mega Diancie. It's kind of like a sack against Celesteela, because Celesteela literally just 6-0s my team depending on what it brings. We are Endure, Endeavor, Encore, Moonblast. If we catch it on a Leech Seed turn, we click Encore and it's stuck in the Leech Seed. If it's just got a bunch of boosts, we can click Endure, live the Heavy Slam, and then Endeavor it down to 1 HP the next turn, and then Revenge kill it with whatever we need. Probably Salazzle at that point, or Electrode. Our Salazzle is the pretty much standard sub-toxic protect set. This thing kind of also wins as long as like Pissimian is not scarfed, and as long as Latios is not scarfed. As long as we're behind a sub and something's toxic, they just die. There's nothing they can do to stop it, because nothing else outspeeds it except for that a potential scarfed Pokemon. We have I don't know how they allowed this to be legal in this game. I don't understand. We have a Komo with Clangorous, Soul Blaze, and Throat Spray. How is this allowed? But as long as Wheezing is gone, we can pretty much sweep as well. Then we have a dual screens Volt Switch Magnet Rise Electrode, so that we don't get EQ'd or Earth Powered by the Seismitoad, and we don't get Earthquaked by the Steela, or like Stomping Tantrum Earthquaked by the other two Pokemon that are over here. So my original plan and what I did in the mock battle was to lead Salazzle and just start Toxic Stalling everything. But when I didn't see Piloswine and I saw Seismitoad instead, I went away from my plan. That was mightily stupid right off the bat, because it kind of puts me behind right off the bat because I go away from my plan. I always mess that up. If I go away from my plan, things get messed up. So right off the bat, he has a Seismitoad lead, which is pretty obvious. So I'm just going to go ahead and Magnet Rise so he can't touch me as he puts up his rocks, which I didn't bring any way of getting rid of, which was dumb in my opinion. But I get my Light Clay knocked off, which kind of sucks. But we can live any hit this Latios wants to go for, and I'm just going to Volt Switch out so I can save this thing for later if I need to. And I'm going to go straight into my Duosion, as Duosion right now can just win. It just wins. Look at this. I got Dual Screens up, I got a Calm Mind up, I've got an Iron Defense up. I got Store Power ready to go at this point. I mean, just ready to go. Store Power at this range kills this Entei, I do believe, but I was kind of getting a little greedy. I'm trying to make sure that after these light screens without my Eevio Light, I should still be able to live hits from things like this, like a potential like Specs or Scarf Latios or something like that. But that's kind of the goal. As he's going for bites here, as he gets a flinch as I was going to kill him here, which that absolutely blows, because the Store Power, as you see, does knock it out. But I'm sitting here at 77%, right? The only way he can win this game at this point is if he somehow like Air Slash flinches me 1,700 turns in a row with Celesteela, or if he was neutralizing gas on this Wheezing Galar, he could potentially stall me with Burn. I don't know. I mean, or if he had Haze on Wheezing, but he would have sent that out by now. So the only way he can win this entire game, and we can watch this in extra slow motion, is if he crits with a Draco. So let's go back a turn. If he crits me this turn with a Draco, oh boy, this is going to be slow. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up. Boom. Okay, if he crits me this turn with Draco, which is a 6% chance, 6% chance to knock us out. We don't pick up the 6-0, and if you watch these little Draco balls coming really slow, boom, we get crit on his first one. Sword Power was most likely going to knock him out there. I don't know his set. I'll just pause it because that slow thing is annoying. I don't know his set. I didn't ask for his set. But depending on his set, I highly doubt he was like a bulky Latios, as that did absolute damage. Okay, that blows for one. So I'm going to send in my Komodo, and I feel like this is free setup because, like, this thing's neutralizing. Gas doesn't really do anything. Misty Surge doesn't really do anything. And I'm looking at, like, +2 just destroys the rest of this team. I can eat hits from this Passimian fairly easy. And as long as the Latios isn't scarfed, I should be okay. Because I will outspeed like a spec set. So I Clanger's Soul, and I get the Throat Spray up as well. So I'm +2 special attack. And I knock into this thing, and it has a Babiri Berry. And I'm like, why does everything do... Why does this happen to me all the time? I never prep for berries, and it screws me every single time. As he's just going to be able to Strange Steam. Like, if he missed, that would have been justice. If he missed the freaking Strange Steam, oh my god, the justice that would have been for my Devotion. But no, that's okay. I'm going to send in my cheeky Lando at this point, and I'm looking, and I can potentially just knock everything out here if I get my plays right, or if I get a little bit of hacks in my favor. I mean, for God's sake, give me some hacks in my favor. So we didn't see Neutralizing Gas. We didn't see Misty Surge. This thing is clearly Levitate to probably deal with my Lando T. I'm just going to click Gravity. As the only way I can win at this point is to just either get some hacks or get some reads right. So I'm just going to throw up a Gravity as he predicts... I don't know why he predicted like an Earthquake there, because he's Levitate already. Anyway, so the Gravity comes out. I'm going to click Earthquake and bop this Wallywog right here, knocking it out. Yeah, and as you can see, this Latios comes in here. So here's my thinking at this point, right? I can like sack Electrode, which would be, you know, because I feel like I can get my screens back up, or I could go into Diancie if I feel like a Draco's coming out here. But so it's like a 50-50 here again, and as you guys have heard on this channel 1,000 times, I lose the 50-50s all the time, and I get them wrong. So they're not really 50-50s. They're basically 100% not in my favor. So if I predict that he's going to click Draco, I could go straight into Mega Diancie. If I predict that he's going to go for Psychic, I can live it, stay in, and knock off here. As knockoff does knock it out, but he does land the Draco, and I'm like, could he not just miss a Draco? It's a 6% chance to crit me, and he gets it, but I don't get like a 10% chance of him landing that, or missing that. So whatever, I send in Diancie as he's now -2, and I can get my plan up against the Celesteela, right? Here's the plan. If it clicks any move that is a defensive type move, I click Encore. I'm clicking Endure this turn so it can knock me down to 1%. But he does go for the Substitute here, as I'm like, alright, cool, I get a free Encore, and then a free Moonblast after that. Boom, Substitute up. Alright, he's going to switch, and I'm going to get a free Moonblast off into this thing right here, and this thing is bulky, dude. I mean, look at that. Well, that did 25%. I'm like, great. If this thing has Pain Split, I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. But I do get a special attack drop, which doesn't end up really mattering in my opinion, as he just Pain Splits up. I'm still not able to kill the Moonblast. Like, if I had Diamond Storm or something, that would have really helped. The Strange Steam here hits me for a good chunk of damage, still making the special attack drop basically meaningless. It wouldn't have killed with it anyway. But we get confused, and you're like, why would that matter? And I'm like, okay. There's no way he's going to get all the positive and negative hacks in his favor. There's just no way. There's no way. Because, like, I see positive and negative hacks, right? When you land all your Dracos, that's positive hacks. And, like, And nothing he can do about it. It's not his fault, but like positive hacks. And then when I get crit, that's negative hacks on me. I get the confusion here. That's negative on me, positive for him. He's getting it all. If I just get like some of it. If I got like a crit here or there, or like a burn or a poison or something. Nope. So all I gotta do is break out of confusion. And of course, I hit myself and die. So in the long run, the only thing this changed, because I can't win at this point, spoilers. In the long run, the only thing that changed was the differential by 1 point. I would have got one more diff point and lose 3-0 instead of 4-0. And I get a little greedy here. Like, I'm going for him choking. So at this point in the game, if his Passimian is not scarfed, I win with Salazzle. So that's what I'm going off here. If he is scarfed, it's game over. I lost even like a while ago. As soon as Como and Lando T went down, I lost to a scarfed Earthquake. Just Scarf Earthquake just went to town on the rest of my team. So I send Salazzle in here, feeling that I can get a free substitute off on him. Him just wanting to click Pain Split, sacking this thing off basically. As I click Toxic here, I click Protect to get a little bit of HP back. I'm going to click Protect again to get a little bit of HP back. Now I'm behind a sub, so I can just click Toxic on this thing and start the process of getting me down to a 3-0. I do believe I make the correct play here in clicking sub over clicking Protect or anything like that. But at this point, I can't beat this thing's Earthquakes. There's just nothing I can do. I'm just going to throw off a Toxic here. If I had Rocks up, again, I would have potentially won this game. Or if I got a little bit of chip on this Passimian early on in the game, as Earthquake just knocks me out here. I have to sack this Electrode. And I'm bringing back in my Salazzle, and like right here, I win the game. Or, I mean, potentially bring it down to a 1-0, depending on how much HP I end up with at the end of this. If I had Rocks, or if I got even, like, I think 3% of chip on this thing. As we do get the Protect here. And now let's see. %. So yeah, I needed 8% of chip. 8% of chip, and I would have potentially won this game, or at the bare minimum brought it down to a 1-0. We never saw the Celesteela set. I don't know, it was leftovers. So yeah, I would have done a good chunk to it. And it was at 75%. I don't know if that would have killed. Let's see. This set, I don't know what its set was at all, but we might have. If it didn't have Earthquake, we could have done something. And oh god. What did I do? Oh, wrong one. But yeah, we are just going to go ahead and lose to this thing right here. As we did get the double protect, but we're not going to get like 10% triple protect. I don't even want to say GG. I mean, I just got crit and hacks left and right. In the end, the confusion didn't matter all that much. I mean, it matters for one differential point. Not the biggest deal on that one. It's more of the compounding of it. Like, if that was the only hacks in the whole game and I lost, that's fine. I lost a differential point. Who cares? But because it just doubles and triples and just multiplies on and on. This is honestly why I took a 4-month break from Pokemon. Because I feel like I out-prepped and outplayed this player. Even when I didn't like some of the tech on Lando T didn't end up working out. I had an Adrenaline Aura for Mega Manetric. Didn't work out. Subtoxic on Salazzle beat everything but this Passimian. Great. The Encore worked out on my Diancie. The Duosion set literally just 6-0'd his entire team. He had nothing for it. I was clicking Stored Power that turn to knock out the Latios, and then he had legitimately nothing for it. But I lose instead in a 4-0 fashion. That's just what pisses me off about Pokemon so bad. And this is honestly why I took a 4-month break. So game 1 of the season just kicking me in the shins sucks. But if you guys do enjoy this content, please drop a like down below and subscribe if you'd like to see more, as I'm going to keep pushing on through this season. I feel like I have a busted team. I feel like without hacks, we are going to do good this season. And as long as I'm not dealing with freaking Celesteela Latios again, I should be alright. So for the love of God, do not make playoffs and do not play me in playoffs if I make it. I mean, that'd be the only way I play you again. Do not want that to happen. But anyways, peace out, guys. See y'all in week 2.